Take a look at how crazy this is. The match just started, we haven't even seen the enemy yet, and look at this damage Android 17 can do, deleting minions immediately. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this with every character. You need to change this setting right here. This setting is costing you tons of damage, losing XP, and overall falling behind in the early game, which is allowing enemies to fully steamroll you. You need to start manually selecting your abilities and levels, and here is why. Because in every match, there's always going to be different types of divine draws. These are randomized elements that introduce bonuses at the very beginning of the match. One bonus called Super Start is something that you've seen before. It lets your first ability that you choose to get leveled up get boosted to maximum at level 3, dealing crazy damage and having insane range. But if you have auto ability selected to on, you can't choose what ability will get affected by this bonus. Sometimes the game will alternate which abilities are learned first when auto is on. For characters like Android 17 in this example, it's almost always going to select his shield ability. Having that maxed out immediately is not really going to benefit you a whole lot, especially when it comes to farming and steamrolling enemies. You should instead focus on manually targeting his R1 ball barrier kick move. Look at what Superstar does with this ability here. That's an insane amount of clear, and to have this at level 2 this early on will let you clear the middle path and pressure your opponents almost instantly. But keep in mind, your opponents can also take advantage of this. But this can make or break your level gains easily and help you secure KOs early on. Especially if they're the ones with auto abilities on that you're playing against, you'll be able to take full control. Trunks' Burst Blade as well has really massive range when you do this with it, and can delete enemies that are trying to escape, especially with how much further the range gets. This will secure a lot of KOs super early on. I promise you, this is also why sometimes in early games your opponents are over leveled, stealing all the camps easily with one button and deleting you and your teammates instantly. Start manually selecting your abilities. This is going to change completely. Divine draws are not always going to be the same in every match. It's designed to randomize elements. Sometimes you're going to get super damage boost 1, which will make your skill 1 for that character have increased damage, but then you can't choose which skill this benefits. It always will be your skill number 1 for everybody. And this is represented by the highlight over your action bar, signifying that this is getting a bonus. So make sure you keep an eye on all the divine draws the game is trying to give you. Check the full video on our channel right now for more Gekishin Squadra guides, tips, and character breakdowns.